In elementary statistics, one of the chapters that you will have to study is called linear regression. And this video prepares you for that because in this video, I will introduce the basic concept and application of linear model. So when you see the word linear model in statistics, usually they don't use the word linear function. They use the word linear model. Linear model means a function. All right, model means a function. So in linear model, we always have two variables. Let's take a look at the problem. The owner of an ice cream store is trying to study the relationship between the number of cones of ice cream sold in a business day and the temperature in Celsius of that day. So in this problem, they are trying to study the relationship between sales versus temperature. All right, and then the linear model is f of x equals to 15x plus 8, and then you put this in terms of, you put this linear model in the context of this problem. So they want you to, can be written as cones equals to, so they are trying to let the sales be the dependent variable and then the temperature be independent variable. So you have sales equals to 15 times temperature plus 8. And then sketch of the graph of this linear model. So we have the slope equals to 15, and then the y-intercept is 0, 8. All right, so let's sketch the graph. I'm trying to make this smaller. Let's sketch the graph. So this is my vertical axis, and then this is my horizontal axis. We are not going to use the names x and y. So the horizontal axis, I am going to say this is my temperature. And then the vertical axis, the y-axis, I am going to call this as sales. All right, and then 0, 8, 0, 8 is right here, and the m is equals to 15. So the line is going uphill, right? So the line going uphill, that looks like that. So this is the graph of the linear model. So when the temperature is equals to 0, when the temperature is equals to 0, what is the sale? The sale is 8 cones, right? So when temperature is equals to 0, the sales is equals to 15 times 0 plus 8, which is equals to 8. So this y-intercept is equals to 8. So when the temperature is equals to 1 Celsius, you plug it in, then you get a sale. All right. So in part B, I want you to explain the slope and the y-intercept. So let's explain the y-intercept first. So the y-intercept is 0, 8. So how do you explain the y-intercept? All you have to do is you plug in a 0 to x. So that is sales equals to 15 times temperature equals to 0 plus 8. So the sale is equals to 8. So that means if don't start with the word if, when the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, the sale is 8 cones. Because 15 times 0 is 0, the sales is 8 cones. So in a very cold day, 0 degrees Celsius, you expect to sell 8 cones. That's it. What about the slope? The slope is equals to 15. So how do you explain the slope? To explain the slope, all you have to do is you change the temperature, you change the x value from 0 to 1. So the sales is equals to 15, change the 0 to 1, and then plus 8. So 15 plus 8 is equals to 23. So you just change the x from 0 to 1. What does that mean? If the temperature, when the temperature increased by 1 degree Celsius, so when the temperature increase by 1 degree in Celsius, the sales is increased by 15 cones. All right, so every time the temperature goes up by 1 degree, you expect to sell additional 15 cones. So when x is equals to 2, then you have 15 times 2 plus 8. So that will be a 30 plus 8, you get a 38. So starting at 23 to 8, what What's the relationship? The relationship is you sell additional 15 cones from 8 to 23, you add 15. So every time the temperature increase by 1 degree, then you sell additional 15 cones. That means that it's always true. This is only a prediction. Remember, in statistics, this kind of linear model is for making predictions. So let's say in a hot day, 30 degrees Celsius, how many cones do you sell? You plug in 30 to X, then you are able to calculate the sale, right? That is what we are going to do in the next part. So in the next part, I give you some temperature. So in part C, I give you some temperature. So part C, the temperature, I gave you temperature. I gave you 0, 1, 2, 20, 25, and 30. I want you to calculate the sales. All right, so we have sales equals to 15 times 0 plus 8. So that is equals to 8 cones. And then when the temperature is increased by 1, so sale is equals to 15 times 1 plus 8. That is equals to 23. And then the rest, you just do the plug-in. So sales is equals to 15 times 2 plus 8. And then sale is equals to 15 times 20 plus 8. And then sales is equals to 15 times 25 plus 8. And then sales is equals to 15 times 30 plus 8. So you do the math, you will be able to see the sale, right? So this one is 30, 38. So the units are in cones. And then you have 15 times 20 plus 8. That is equals to 308 cones. And then 15 times 25 plus 8 equals to 338. And then 15 times 30 plus 8. That is equals to 458. So overall, what is the overall relationship? The overall relationship is when the temperature increase, the sales increase. When the temperature goes up, the sales goes up. So that's why the linear model is a straight line that is going uphill. That as the temperature goes up, the sale goes up. So in a hot day, people eat a lot of ice cream. In a cold day, people don't eat a lot of ice cream. That's how easy it is. And then in part D, I ask you to calculate the temperature. I give you sales is equals to 570 cones. Can you tell me what the temperature is? All right, so again, we have sales equals to 15 times temperature plus 8. So the sales is 570, and then 15 is 15. The temperature, we let that be an x, add 8 to it. All you have to do is you solve for x. So first, you take 570 minus 8 equals to 15x. So 570 minus 8, that gives you 562 equals to 15x. And then you perform a division. X is equals to 562 divided by 15. So this one you have to do an approximation. That is around 37 degrees Celsius. You have to do an approximation. So if you want to sell 570 cones in a day, you must expect that that day better be 36 degrees Celsius. Then you have a very good chance to sell 570 cones. So that's how a linear models work. If you think my instruction is helpful, let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, share the videos to your friends. I appreciate your help. I will see you all in the next lesson. Signing out.